Hey guys, Vesper here. So this is my channel update video where I'm basically going to explain future projects for VesperArcade and where this channel is going to be heading in the future and just giving you guys a heads up. I was supposed to release this video a week ago, but I got the flu and I completely lost my voice, and honestly man, I recovered so quickly. It's pretty insane the amount of medication I took right away when I got my sore throat. But anyways, with Street Fighter V coming out tomorrow, I'm basically be taking YouTube a little more seriously. So I've been waiting for a really long time for a fighting game like Street Fighter V to come out. I feel like this is a game I could be most confident and comfortable teaching you guys, and that could provide content for a really long time because, this game's supposed to last like 6 years, just like Street Fighter 4. And I've released almost 100 videos, I think, on Street Fighter V alone, pre-release. I've been, traveling, went to the US, went to events, watched every single video, read every single article, and just, got as much information as I could so I can just feel ready to present this game properly to everyone. And I just feel like this is a game that I can do. Now, with that being said, Street Fighter V won't be the only fighting game I ever do from now on the fighting game channel. Of course, I'll be doing like other fighting game stuff, but Street Fighter V will be the main focus, just to let you guys know. But there will be some surprises. If I have spare time, I'll always be playing other stuff. So my main objective with my channel right now is to raise the frequency of content. I've been doing a lot of experimenting, checking what kind of videos you guys like to see, and right now I really want to reach that daily video mark. So one video per day, which is pretty much impossible when you work a full-time job. As you guys know, I work just like everybody else, and I got a mortgage to pay. And the only way I'm going to accomplish this goal is if I decrease the amount of hours I work this year, which I'm going to do, which is actually pretty scary. But all this free time is going to really help me focus on the YouTube and the streaming and allow me to take it more seriously. So hopefully that will pay off and you guys will get to see bigger projects such as this Street Fighter V tutorial, which I'm going to talk about right now. So the people that have been around VesperArcade for a really long time know that my Street Fighter 4 tutorial was the biggest project I've ever done. It pretty much kicked off my channel and put me in the right direction and showed that I really do love teaching games. The tutorial was intended to only be 3 chapters long, and I made it personally for my own friends to watch on YouTube. And now it ended up being over 5 hours long, I think, in duration. And I pretty much covered almost all the mechanics in Street Fighter 4 in the entire tutorial. Like, it was huge, man. I even made a DVD set on it. So with that being said, I will be doing a Street Fighter 5 tutorial, and it will be done in the same way as the Street Fighter 4 tutorial in scale, but much bigger. And I'll be going through all the mechanics again, and this time I'll even be talking about the meta games, so things like zoning, and we'll be talking a lot about footsies. So I thought about this tutorial for a really long time, how I'm going to be doing it, like what kind of direction. I could have easily said, watch my Street Fighter 4 tutorial first, and then watch my Street Fighter 5, so that way I don't have to re-explain everything, but I'm not going to be doing it that way. It just won't work. The best way is to start from the ground up, right from the start, and explain everything all over again for Street Fighter V. There's going to be a ton of new players coming into this game, and it's just the proper way to do it. And it is going to be painful for a lot of you guys at first. The first few episodes will be very, very basic. I think the first episode is on movement, so just like walking and dashing. So you guys are going to cringe. But it has to be done, man. You can't assume that anyone knows anything, and it's just the best way to do it, basically. In this day and age, man, there's gonna be more tutorials than there ever has been for fighting games all over everywhere. Social media, YouTube, forums, things like that. It's never been more accessible. And one of my goals is to make sure that all this information is not scattered, that you guys don't have to just dig everywhere. It's going to be all in one spot. I want to make my tutorial comprehensive, so everything's in one place, and you don't have to worry about looking other places for information or worrying that you're missing something or that I skipped something and I assumed you guys already knew it. I want to explain everything. My ultimate goal with this tutorial is to teach somebody that has never touched a fighting game in their life how to play up to a very advanced level, which is going to be, it's intimidating, man. It's quite the challenge, but I'm going to do my best, man. I've been paying attention to a lot of ways things are taught, not just gaming, but maybe like languages and things like that. And I think I have a pretty good grasp on how to do it. The hand cam is going to help a lot, seeing a lot of visual examples, and of course, I'll be explaining to you guys in a lesson format. I was also thinking of doing some quiz episodes as well, if you guys are interested in that. I don't know if you guys will find that kind of, I don't know, condescending, but let me know. I think quiz episodes is a great idea though. The Street Fighter V tutorial is going to go on for a really, really long time. I'll also be adding information as new information gets discovered. It's basically a living guide. And you guys will be helping me out too, man. I'll always be checking out the comments if there's a topic that I might have missed, or something I need to explain more, or something that was incorrect. Be sure to let me know, and then I'll add it into the future episodes. That's the way it's going to go. It's almost impossible to start from a very basic level in a tutorial and just go more towards the advanced, especially for a fighting game. So I'll be jumping back and forth between topics once I get a lot of episodes out. So it'll definitely work out in the end. So the Street Fighter V tutorial will be one of my main projects that I'm focusing on this year. So moving on, it's time to talk about Patreon. Hollywood time, boys! No, seriously, I'm not kidding. I actually am making a Patreon account. I'm serious. I've been thinking about this for a really long time, and I think that Patreon is the fairest way to give you guys an option of supporting me further. And honestly, it's more suited for YouTube anyways. One thing I like about Patreon is that it at least allows me to give you something back, and it's not just one-sided. So at least there's a lot of different perks that you can do with it. So I'm not an artist, I don't draw artwork, I can't draw for shit, I don't cosplay, but I do make videos. And my Street Fighter 4 tutorial took me a year to make. A year to make! That is way too long, and I want the Street Fighter 5 tutorial to be even bigger than the Street Fighter 4 tutorial. And I don't want you guys to wait a year, man, to even catch up to that point. That's crazy. So hopefully Patreon can give you guys an option for me to ease the pain a little bit and not just rely on YouTube, because relying on YouTube is really scary, guys. I don't know if you guys know, but my channel almost got taken down, like gone forever last year by the very company I've been supporting since day one, man. That's scary. There's a lot of things with YouTube in general that I don't agree with, and that's why I always kept YouTube strictly as a hobby. But now that I'm taking it more seriously, I'm just giving you guys an option to help support me further. So one thing I want to make crystal clear with you guys is that no matter what, I am making the Street Fighter V tutorial. This Patreon does not decide that at all. All it does is it helps increase the amount of time that I could work on big projects, focus on YouTube, and, you know, help decrease my hours at work. It just eases the pain a little bit, that's all. So don't feel obligated to donate if you do not want to. And of course, there's a ton of other ways of supporting me without donating if you can't, like subscribing, or telling your friend to subscribe, or just simply watching my videos. Mentioning my videos on social media helps out a lot, man. The internet is huge and vast. There are a ton of people that still have no idea who I am. Also, don't worry, there won't be any exclusive tutorial videos being made for people who just donate. I won't be doing that. The tutorial will always be completely free for everyone and completely open for everyone, and there won't be any extra or exclusive episodes. I even won't be making any episodes that'll be coming out earlier for donators either. I don't want any kind of like unfair structure on these big projects, because it really is one of the main focuses of my channel. So once again, do not feel obligated. This is completely optional on supporting me. And I won't be going away if it fails. Okay, I'll always be here on YouTube, even if the tutorial takes me years to make. I won't just disappear and leave like, oh, screw you guys. That's not gonna happen, so don't worry. But if the Patreon is successful and it does help me get much more free time, I'll also be able to do some big character guides in Street Fighter V, and that's something I really missed out on Street Fighter 4. I simply just did not have the time to do character guides for Street Fighter 4, and there's a ton of characters in Street Fighter 4, and with characters coming out like every month in Street Fighter 5, it's going to get pretty out of hand soon too. But with this extra free time, it's going to be possible for me to add huge character guides, and that's another big project that I would like to do in the future, and Patreon could definitely help me out on that. So I'll definitely be keeping the donation levels extremely low, like $10 max. Because honestly, you guys got better things to spend your money on, like character costumes. But if every one of you guys donated me $1 a month, man, I'd be going full Hollywood, man. Seriously. I'd just be making fighting game videos every day, just, being a bum and just streaming every day, man. That'd be fucking insane. That'd be awesome. If you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, you can click on the link above in the video if it allows me to link to it, or you can check out the video description below for my Patreon page, which is already made. So moving on, it's time to talk about streaming. Let's talk about Twitch. So with my extra spare time that I'll be taking off this year, I'll be able to stream a lot more. So the streaming schedule that I'm going to start off with is I'm going to be streaming every single day except for Wednesdays and Fridays from 5 p.m. Pacific time to 9 p.m. Pacific time. But of course, sometimes I will be streaming on Wednesdays, and sometimes I will be streaming on Fridays, and sometimes I might be streaming earlier than scheduled, and sometimes I'll be streaming longer than scheduled, and not like 13 hours like before, man, because that was insane. I won't be doing that, but I'll definitely be streaming much more often. And so make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, because on Twitter I'll be doing a lot of the streaming updates and letting you guys know ahead of time if I will be streaming ahead of schedule or whatever, or I'm going to be streaming on Wednesday, for example. I'm really excited to start streaming more often, man. Streaming has been really fun, and I haven't done it enough. Not nearly enough, man. I also want to stream some lobbies with you guys as well, but right now Street Fighter V only has 2-man lobbies, so what's up with that? We're going to have to wait a month in March, and then we can have, an 8-player lobby. I even wish it was even bigger than that, but I would like to play some Street Fighter V with you guys. So streaming is one way to do that for sure. I was really hoping to get some team battles, man. That'd be the best. That'd be really funny, but they will have it in there eventually. Of course, make sure to follow me on Twitch. You can find the link for my Twitch channel in the video description below. And of course, I'll notify you guys when I go live on the YouTube channel, via video. So that's pretty much it for the channel, guys. You're going to be seeing a lot more content coming up, especially with the streaming. You'll see me playing a lot more. And I'll be working on the Street Fighter V tutorial right away. I've been writing the script for a while now, but there still has to be a lot of editing, the filming, and all that, and double checking on stuff as new information comes through. But I'm really excited to get started, man. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, guys, and thanks for supporting me for all these years. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I guess we'll see where this channel goes in the future. Peace.